Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Stock Talk with David. I'm David, and this one I really want to dive into BlackBerry, the squeeze part 2. And so very quick for those that are new to the channel, we started this group about 3 months ago, 4 months ago, and the response has been absolutely huge. We have a lot of members jumping in, a lot of guys making money, and it's been awesome just to grow with like-minded individuals, to reach out to this whole community of stocks and retail investor interest has been really, really cool. We haven't done a recap in a while, so I just want to recap what we've done and our recent callouts, and then we'll get into the BlackBerry stuff. And so the best one that we've had this year has been AMC, up almost 1,400%, Torch nearly 500, Exxon 120, Wells 57, BlackBerry 52, Raytheon 25%, and GM 21%. Now, note the difference between AMC and BlackBerry. That's why I'm really confident in BlackBerry and in this pick. And the reason why I'm so confident is because I think it's the one trading closest to its intrinsic value, to its fair value, right? Obviously, we saw the stock price shoot up 30% today on June the 2nd. So that was pretty interesting. But again, I think it's the one just trading closest. Next, I'm going to jump into the technicals here. And so we can see that just right off the chart, the high, 52-week high is about 28.5. And then we just see, just like every other meme stock, just the sell-off down, right? And so recently we've gotten a big jump in volume, a very quick jump in volume, and that brought the stock to about $12, and then it pulled back and tested the 20-day EMA, and then it got right back up to about 15 and a quarter. And I'm not sure if you guys can see it, but right on the bottom I have the MACD, and that just measures momentum. And what we're seeing is that the short-term momentum is starting to overlap the long-term momentum. When that happens, it actually provides a nice base for the stock to continue going up. So that's something to look forward to. So again, I think this has potential to hit over 28, nearly $30. Another interesting fact, today, there were 1.2 million call options bought today versus about 200,000 puts. So that's pretty interesting. A lot of betting happening, heavy betting on this stock, and that will cause market makers to have to hedge out their bets through the delta hedging, and it will cause them to keep buying more stock. So short interest, 3.8 days to cover, and what that means is about 12% below the previous squeeze high. And so if all the shorts were to cover their position, it would take about 4 days to do so. So that could really have potential to be squeezed. This next is just some innovative products, reasons why, besides the technicals, besides the mania and the sentiment behind BlackBerry and the meme stocks, reasons why I actually like this. And so it has to do a lot with BlackBerry's EV, their cybersecurity stuff. And it goes all the way towards the automakers, the consumers, the charging providers, insurance companies, etc. Really a solid platform here. And although they might not be the very best, what's really cool is that they were the first to market. Okay, so when you're first to market, you can go out there and get all the competition, you get all the people, all your customers, and then now you have that base, and it's just iteration after iteration after iteration. That's really, might be a stretch, but that's really what helped Elon Musk get to the top with Tesla, right? So he just kept building and building and changing things up. Next one is the BlackBerry Secure Suite. And this goes with partners like the NSA, the intelligence communities of the world. It's just like a VPN, but it's almost like a VPN operating system where the operating system itself is completely different than the phones. And it works with secure voice and messaging and all the communication and all that. The network stuff is encrypted. So they're building on that. I think they had 3 patents about 2 months ago that came out for that. So that shot the price up a lot. Looking at BlackBerry customers and partners, 18 out of 20 G20 governments, 9 out of 10 global banks, and 9 out of 10 automakers that include Ford, GM, Jaguar, Land Rover, all those guys. And right now, too, just came out with Volvo. And so, that, like I said, this sets up a really nice base for them to continue to receive revenue, continue to receive money to push R&D. A really nice customer base. They have the biggest names. And so this is really something that's going to help them move forward, right? Revenues in this year compared to last year expected to drop nearly 10% and dip down EPS to negative 8 cents per share. My my understanding for this is just that the consumer sentiment, the investing interest has changed from cyber and internet work from home stuff to more of the manufacturing, right? So they're doing SaaS, software as a service. As we start seeing the bigger rollout and as we start seeing more EVs, we're expecting this to pick up to 21% in the following fiscal year. So this is going to be the revenues. In conclusion, our thesis is intact for the long-term view. The potential to hit $30 during this hype. There's a laundry list of innovative products. There's a ton of reasons why. They have a lot of products that can really start to push the envelope of what's happening. Sentiment on Wall Street bets in the retail community is very strong, especially right now. And then just a word of caution, guys. The way that I would play this is that I would be very, very careful. I'd put minimum risk in. I just set up personally a covered call collar on it. And so that's where I bought 100 shares. I sold a covered call, and then I took the proceeds from the short call, and I bought a put. So I have a free hedge on the stock, and then I have 100 shares behind it as well. And I like that because if the stock were to go up, I'm going to make money. If it goes down, I can still stand to make a chunk of money as well. Okay. And so for all those guys that stay tuned through the whole thing, thanks a ton for watching. If you like stuff like this, let me know in the comments, like, subscribe, etc. I'd love to hear your input, and be sure to check out the Discord links down below. Thanks a lot, guys.